And welcome back to Electric Bike Mark. On this video, I'm going to be riding the Graffiti X, as you see it right there. And this is a Class 2 on-road or beyond Class 3 off-road, as it is a 45 plus mile per hour bike off-road. And what I want to talk about this time around is the look of a bike. So here you see this bike here and how it looks. It's got a pretty large looking battery, which it is. It's a 40 amp hour battery, 60 volt. It's a 60 volt bike. And on the previous video, I talked about the motor being 3,000 watts. And of course, for most areas, the legal limit is 750 watts. Some states are more. Some states you can have 1,000 watts. But this particular bike is beyond 1,000 watts, even at 3,000 watts. But so the style of e-bike, which this is a motorcycle looking or moped style. So does the style of e-bike matter when it comes to police and pulling you over and questioning you and all that? Well, the answer basically is yes. The style of e-bike you ride significantly impacts the amount of attention you receive from law enforcement. Police often rely on visual cues and distinguish between legal e-bikes and unregulated electric motorcycles or mopeds. Motorcycles or moped aesthetic bikes that visually resemble mopeds, cafe racers, or dirt bikes, such as a Saran or Talaria, are high priority targets for police. Missing pedals. This bike does have pedals, as you see right there. But for missing pedals, riding a bike that lacks fully operable pedals is a common reason for police to pull a rider over, as pedals are a primary legal requirement for many e-bike classifications. Custom high-power builds, large external batteries, this is considered a large one, and high wattage hub motors, which this has, act as a dead giveaway for non-compliant speed capabilities. Aggressive safety gear. Interestingly, wearing a full-face helmet can sometimes draw unwanted attention, as it aligns more with motorcycle use than casual cycling. To me, that shouldn't matter. If you want to protect yourself, whether you're riding a non-motorized bicycle or not, it shouldn't matter what kind of helmet you're wearing as to whether that makes it look more suspicious, like you're riding a illegal bike. Traditional bicycle appearance. The more your e-bike looks like a standard mountain or commuter bike, the less likely you're to be stopped. Stealthy components. Frames that integrate batteries internally and use smaller mid-drive motors help maintain a low profile. Pedal assist focus. Consistently pedaling, even if using a motor, suggests you're operating a Class 1, which is legal, or Class 3 legal, e-bike rather than relying solely on the throttle. To me, it shouldn't matter. As long as you're staying within the 20 mile per hour limit, it's perfectly fine, legal to ride with a throttle. Key behavioral factors. Beyond the bike's look, your behavior often dictates whether an officer decides to engage. Riding location. Using a high-speed e-bike on a shared use path or sidewalk is more likely to trigger a stop than riding at a standard vehicle lane, in a standard vehicle lane. Exceeding the local e-bike limit, typically 20 to 28 miles per hour in the U.S., is the most frequent catalyst for police intervention. General conduct, riding erratically, ignoring traffic signals, or ripping through public parks will attract attention regardless of the bike style. So let's hop on and talk a little bit more about this. Is it fair to those of us who prefer the moped style e-bike? I just like the looks and style of these bikes. Even if I'm going to ride at perfectly legal speeds, why should I get penalized because I want to ride a bike that doesn't look like a traditional bike? And my bike shut off because took too long. Okay, so we're going to turn around and go this way. So let me know your thoughts first of all on this, and do you own a bike that looks like a moped or motorcycle style? And do you have any worries? Are you worried about more likely to get pulled over just because your bike looks more like a motorcycle than, let's say, electric XP e-bike? Do you think that's fair? I mean, we're not going to criticize somebody riding a three-wheeler because that bike looks strange, you know. I shouldn't say strange, but it's different than your normal two-wheeler. You know, nobody's going to question that. It's a three-wheeler. And I'm giving this guy behind plenty of room to pass if he wants to. Apparently he doesn't want to. Well, anyway, he wouldn't pass me, the guy behind me. So let me know your thoughts on all of this. It's probably going to depend on where you're located too, as to whether they're going to pull you over or not. But I don't know why they would pull you over if you don't give them reason to. If you're riding, even if you're riding a bike like I'm riding right now that looks different, like a motorcycle or a moped, as long as you're not riding it in a reckless manner or anything, why can't you have a bike that style? Okay, so this bike, I definitely will agree that the stamp on the motor is 3,000 watts, but they do have the switch on here for on-road, off-road, but it sounds like the laws could care less about that. They are more concerned with what the motor says on it, and it's stamped right on the motor. This particular bike has a 3,000 watt motor, 60 volt. Let's say this bike had a 750 watt motor. Everything else is the same. You know, the tires are the same. Everything else is the exact same, except for it had a motor that was 750 watts. Is it then legal? Or are they still gonna question it because it looks like a motorcycle? Now I've made this comparison before, where if you think someone looks like a bank robber, are you going to arrest them because they look like somebody who could possibly rob a bank? Same thing with the bike. The bike looks like a speedy bike. Does it mean you're riding it speedy, recklessly, or anything? Anyway, I've mentioned this too in previous videos, that some of the fastest bikes out there don't even look like motorcycles or mopeds. And that's the wired bikes, for example. They're fast. Those bikes go 40, 50 and plus miles per hour. But because they don't look like this, that's okay? No, it doesn't make any difference. If that motor's the same size motor, then it shouldn't matter. If they're really concerned and it is the motor that they're worried about, the wattage, then the style of bike you're riding shouldn't matter at all. But I don't even think personally that the motor, I'm going to go straight, that the motor matters, because I think it's up to you, the individual who's riding the bike, to control it. You know, keep it within the speed limit. Like here, the speed limit you can see up ahead is 30 miles an hour. Well, I'm staying way below that. I also noticed that I need to charge this battery up. It's into the yellow. It's at about 60 volt, 59.9, 60 volts. But, I mean, if the laws are going to detect, or are going to basically determine what kind of bike you can ride, style that is a bike you can ride, then I don't like that. I mean, I can understand the Talaria and Sarans, especially no pedals. Yeah, that's completely not a bike. But those aren't even meant to be on the road to begin with. They're not even sold as, they're meant to be off-road, where this one here was sold as a on-road, off-road, both. And I gotta tell you honestly, personally, I can't picture riding this one off-road. Like, I'm talking dirt trails. This bike isn't that style of bike. In my opinion, it's more of a street bike. Yeah, they've got dual sport tires on this bike, but I think this bike would probably do better with just street tires on it, personally. Here's a question for you. Does the style of bike, if you either don't own a bike or you're about to buy a new one, are you concerned with the style of bike, or do you care? You're just going to buy it because you like that style, whatever it is? Or are you really into the laws now and I want to make sure that you get one that's not going to be confiscated or have you pulled over or whatever because it looks a certain way or has a certain amount of power? Are you trying to keep right within the legal limits? And is that going to affect you in your purchase? Like I say, if this bike was exactly like it is with the big battery and all, big tires, but was only 750 watt instead of 3000 watt motor, would that be fine? Is it just a case of the motor is too big? Let me know your thoughts on that. And I want to bring up one more thing quickly, and that's the trail riding. I got to tell you, I've been here now in Tennessee for 6 months, and other than a very short little mini path, I think I've taken it a few times. Other than that, though, I have not gone on any trails, though, with this bike, or any greenways, anything. And it's getting to where pretty soon here where you're not going to be able to really ride any bike on trails or greenways legally anyway here in Tennessee and many other places, and that's unfortunate. I mean, basically they're kicking you not to the curb, but they are kicking you to the curb because that's where the bike lanes are on the roads. So basically, really, they are kicking you to the curb. Anyway, we'll see where all this is heading. I mean, I don't like the direction we're going right now, but I'm not really wanting to give up my favorite style of bike, the Moped-Style e-bikes. I like these bikes a lot, and I don't want to give them up. And I'm sure you probably don't either. That's going to do it for this video today. Thank you very much for joining me. If you like this video, go ahead and hit the like button. If you would like to subscribe to the channel, thank you very much, as we're quickly approaching 6,000 subscribers, and that's totally awesome. If you want to be notified as to when the next video comes up on the channel, just hit that notification bell. And if you want to leave a comment on this video or any other videos that you've seen on the channel, go ahead and leave that in the comments below. Once again, thank you for joining me on this video. And until next time, be safe, everyone, and keep your wheels on the road. Let's give a horn honk here. We'll wait for this guy to go by here. Give it. See you later.